Now, the only reason why I listen to Young Thug, let's talk about it. Have you noticed how everyone right now seems to be a Thug fan? If you're one of the rare ones that isn't, you need to reevaluate your life because clearly you don't know what you're missing out on and you're probably an Eminem fan who hates mumble rap. I said what I said, which is now gonna lead to this video having a whole bunch of dislikes from Eminem fans who can't take a joke. Just kidding, let's actually discuss this topic seriously. Young Thug might have just hit the pinnacle of his career with his latest release. The reception on the project he just dropped titled So Much Fun was crazy. I mean, not only did the project sell over 130,000 copies first week, but it was a #1 album on the Billboard charts, which is really big for Thug. It looks like a lot of people are finally starting to come around to him. I've been getting a lot of messages regarding, Thug as a rapper, what do I personally think about him, and do I listen to his music? The answer to that question is yes, I actually listen to him, and there's only one reason why, and that reason is because of his voice. There's one thing we all agree on when it comes to this particular rapper. He has the kind of voice that you just can't forget about. Some people hear it and they get repulsed by it, some people think it's annoying, others don't mind it, and then we have the ones, like me, who love it. The way I see it is, Thug's voice is almost like an instrumental. When I'm listening to one of his songs, I don't look at him as a rapper who's rapping words. I look at him as something that's a part of the instrumental. I think the versatility in his voice alone makes people keep coming back to his music. He has a way of just using his vocals in such a crazy, unique way, and the thing is, he doesn't have to say anything of value for you to listen. People gravitate towards him so much for the diversity and range in his voice. Thug is a master at molding his entire delivery towards his strengths. He knows that his voice alone is the biggest advantage he has over a lot of other rappers, and he uses it very well. One thing I've noticed about Thug is the more you start paying attention to anything other than just his voice, that's when you stop enjoying his music. Now this does say a lot about him as an artist because let's not lie to ourselves, he's technically not a good rapper, right? And the fact that he has so many off-the-wall lines in his music isn't really helping his case. I mean, just look at this one. I used to want to F my auntie and like, what the fuck are you on, Thug? I feel like Thug has a way more closed-off fan base than some of his peers. For example, Lil Uzi Vert has a much broader appeal than someone like Thug. Uzi's sound is of course way more mainstream, and you can listen to Uzi and not necessarily be a fan of him but just the music. When it comes to Young Thug though, it's just one of those cases where something like just his voice overshadows the actual music. When we're having a conversation about him, often what you hear is people focusing on how his voice sounds on his records, how he's utilizing his voice to create a certain type of aura in his songs, etc. This is really his biggest advantage as a rapper, and you can love Young Thug or you can hate him, but what you can't do is deny that it does take some kind of talent to rap the way he raps. Honestly, I think Thug is a way more interesting rapper than what people would like to give him credit for. The fact that he's already in a weird way mastered his vocal capabilities says a lot about him as an artist. Now, am I saying that he's perfect? Absolutely not. Trust me when I say this, but I could make an equally long video, if not longer, of me talking about all the bad things that come with him. But at the end of the day, I just really like his voice, and that's the only reason why I listen to Young Thug.